Hello and welcome to the New York Sofalites. There's a lot going on in the world. We are here to talk about all of it. Well, the fun stuff. We have a lot of opinions about unserious topics, I guess.
Serious opinions
Serious
on
opinions.
Unserious topics.
Thank you. I couldn't remember our tagline. Sorry.
It's been a week.
It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
All right. I am here with my two oldest friends, Stephanie and Rachel. I almost said my name. I am Gretchen.
You
I am my oldest. I am my oldest friend. So yeah.
I was like, you remember our names, or
We're off to a really good start.
We're out to a great start, guys. Speaking of chaos, Rachel saw The Bride.
I did.
past
I
weekend.
did it for
Yeah.
us, you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And I did it.
I was supposed to go. I thought I broke my toe. I think it's healing faster than a broken toe should heal, so it's probably not broken. But yeah.
It honestly, we probably had an equally good day, is what I have to say about that.
that good, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, no, you guys, I saw this film in a theater because I think that's important on International Women's Day.
All right,
So I feel like I get extra points
you do.
Yes, you do.
for that. But now, here's what I have to say about this movie. I think I have thoughts about this movie, although I left the theater just like really pretty confused. But like, what I have to say about it is that I've read a lot of reviews, and a lot of the reviews coming back about this movie are like, it's cringe, and just essentially reviewers being like, we're too cool for this movie. And I think that sucks. I think that like that's my least favorite kind of criticism. And so like I want to endeavor to like say kind things about this movie. I think I have some, but I also want to say that like this movie didn't work for me, and that's okay. It was
Yeah.
a relatively big swing, and there were some parts of the movie that like I did enjoy. I was confused. Like there were dance numbers, and well, there was a
That's right. We knew
dance
that
number.
Julianne Hough was in it, so we're like, there must be dancing.
Julianne Hough was not in the dance number,
What?
What?
Confusing.
right? Like this is what I'm saying, is that like choices were made on this film, and
Surprising.
Wow.
they were surprising choices. So here's what I have to say is that Christian Bale was really doing the most on this movie. Jessie Buckley obviously was putting in an incredible performance. This is like, it's an unhinged, deranged, amazing performance by Jessie Buckley. She is incredible, and Christian Bale is always incredible. I love it when he like has fun, and he is giving kind of like cringe dad vibes in this role,
That's funny.
which I think is a choice, and I think it's good. Like honestly, for me, it takes a lot for Christian Bale to not be sexy, and it's not just the Frankenstein makeup. Like I was ready to go there with the Frankenstein makeup, and then I saw the actual performance, and I was like, this is an actually unsexy Christian Bale,
Interesting.
Very interesting. Okay.
which I think is the most radically feminist thing about this movie.
Very interesting. Okay. I need to see this. As much as I feel like it's not, obviously people didn't really like it based on the reviews and what Rachel's saying, but I think I might go on a Tuesday when it's cheaper. And go see it.
I was surprised that when we bought the tickets, we were going to be the only people in the theater, and I was like, yeah, that tracks. But there actually ended up being like maybe 15 or 20 people in the theater, and we kind of all experienced it together. There were like a couple of times when like I was the only person laughing, and I was like, we have to at least try to have fun, you guys.
These people don't
Like,
get it.
I don't know if it was meant to be a laugh, but Annette Bening was doing some things that I was just like, oh girl. Like it
I am
yeah.
very curious now, as much as it might be.
Oh, you know what the laugh line was? And maybe it was like, this probably didn't play in every theater in the country, but in Binghamton, New York, when Penelope Cruz said the word Fredonia, I like about fell out of my chair.
That's hilarious. Wait, was it they were talking about Fredonia, New York?
Yeah, they were like, they're going on this crime spree, and they appear to be hitting all of the cities where like certain movies were made, and she was like, and next they go to Fredonia. Best thing I've ever heard in my life.
So, just so everyone knows, Fredonia is a local town.
It's a place in upstate New York that is so cold all of the time. It's basically the Arctic Circle in Fredonia, New York. I don't think anyone actually had to go there for this movie, luckily, but
Probably not.
it was a pleasure to listen to Penelope Cruz say that line.
What movies were filmed there?
These were fake movies. So, like, the plot of this film was that, like, Jesse Buckley and Christian Bale are he's Frankenstein's monster,
Okay.
from the book, but also this is in like a real world where like Frankenstein, the book by Mary Shelley, exists, but also the monster from the book Frankenstein also exists
Okay.
somehow.
Huh.
And then he like goes to another doctor in the 1920s who also is working on what they're calling reinvigoration. And he's like, I would like for you to make me a bride. It didn't work in the Frankenstein days, but I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and now I feel like I'm ready. And would you please make me a bride?
Oh
And
my
Annette
God.
Bening,
That's so
Dr. Annette
funny.
Bening, is like, well, okay. And so they find Jesse Buckley, who is it? I may spoil this movie a little bit. Do you not want spoilers?
I know I read in a critique that she was a murder victim, right?
So she was a murder
Yeah.
victim.
I can deal with spoilers. It's fine.
Yeah, I
Maybe
won't
don't spoil the
whole
end.
thing
You don't spoil
about
the
her.
whole thing, but yes.
So there's like
yeah.
more to it about Jessie Buckley at the top, and then like, they find her as this murder victim, and they're like, great, perfect, and they reinvigorate her, and she has no memory of what happened. So like, we're essentially in like, what was that movie with like Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, and she like couldn't remember anything, and he like
Overboard?
pretended. Yeah, we're basically like in Overboard. He's like, you're my wife, and you had an accident, and you don't remember anything, but we're in love.
Oh my
And
God.
then they start in on this kind of like Bonnie and Clyde crime spree. And so like he's a huge fan of the Jake Gyllenhaal character, who is a movie star, and he's hitting all of the towns, I guess, where Jake Gyllenhaal's movies are set or something.
Okay.
And they're doing kind of like, it's not like, I don't think they mean to be doing major crimes, but they just like keep accidentally murdering people.
Right.
As you do.
As one does.
As one does. And like, they're just, mostly it's because they're trying to protect each other from police. So most of the people that they murder are police officers. And
Okay.
it's, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the detectives who are on the case, who are chasing them, are Peter Sarsgaard and Penelope Cruz. And they let us know very early in the situation that Penelope Cruz is really the brains of the operation, but she needs a man to like be quote unquote the detective, so that like, it lends legitimacy to the investigation or whatever. And they're, kind of following around the country after these like Bonnie and Clyde Frankenstein monsters, and dancing ensues. So
Oh my God. I actually like, I don't know if it's becoming more appealing to me. Like, as I know you're supposed to like, I've heard it's not good, but I still kind of want to see it.
Well, I want to see it more after that description.
Yeah.
honestly, like, it on paper sounds like it could be good. Like, I love the idea of like a Bonnie and Clyde Frankenstein couple, but it's also very much a Me Too movie. And there's this kind of like subplot where there's this one particular Chicago gangster who has like murdered a lot of women to silence them. And that through line really very much runs through the whole thing. And then there's the Mary Shelley of it all, which if they had taken out the entire Mary Shelley plot, I think that it would have been a lot more palatable.
Yeah, that was kind of the part that I was like, why are you doing this? I don't know. I mean, from what I read when I was reading things.
Yeah, I didn't think it was necessary, and also it was a reshoot. Like someone screened this movie and was like, "You know what it needs?" And then they came up with the Mary Shelley stuff, which I think is like a shame because I don't want to say it ruined the movie, but I do think that it like had the effect of like shoving it down our throat that like what we're trying to say about women's voices in media and or whatever Maggie Gyllenhaal is always trying to say. Like, we get it. You've been saying it. We hear you and we respect it, but like I didn't think it was necessary.
Okay. Yeah. So some extraneous stuff going on.
Some
But
extraneous stuff
yeah.
going on. Honestly, like, did we need Peter Sarsgaard to be in this movie at all? Like, he was in it kind of to be like the the good man character, being like the guy
Okay.
that was like, I thought I was doing the right thing, but it turns out that I'm not doing the right thing. So I'm going to hand the investigation over to my female counterpart, and she will, because she's a woman, she will be able to do the right thing.
Okay.
Because as a man, I am inherently compromised by my privilege. And, that, okay. But like, you've had
Hmm.
4 lines in this movie. So it's.
Well, he is Maggie Gyllenhaal's husband,
He
so maybe.
is. And apparently, for better or for worse, kind of an inspiration for this film, is what she has said in
Interesting.
interviews.
How? Okay. All
It
right.
was not elaborated on. I can't even tell you how strange, like, the press tour for this movie has been, but there was this one, like, roundtable discussion where she was telling everyone was at the table and she was telling her brother, like, yeah, this movie never would have happened without my husband. And everyone was like, oh, that's so nice, like he supports her. And she's like, no, really, like the entire movie is like, it basically, this idea started with my husband. And everyone was like, oh, what?
What?
Huh.
That's funny.
So, and he was right there.
And he
So
didn't elaborate? No one elaborated. Interesting. Okay.
no one allowed. I think they were like, these, whatever was going on with like the official press was probably highly edited because they were trying not to give away too much, because they were like, the feedback is kind of not great. But
Makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was like a really, I guess like the most cringe moment was when they were doing their like dance number, which was a cool dance number. But then like near the end of the dance number, it became this moment where Christian Bale as the Frankenstein monster started singing Putting on the Ritz a la Young Frankenstein, and I was like, I
Oh
can't.
my god. Oh my god. That's so funny. Oh,
Like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
I'm
It
actually
was
like getting more warm, like growing more warm to this movie. It sounds ridiculous. I feel like if I got in how I was going in before, where I was very earnest about it, I would be a little disappointed. But now Rachel has pulled the band-aid off for everyone, and now I can really enjoy it properly.
Yeah, no, I think that there are things in it to enjoy. You know, the performances are really fun. There is some fun stuff in there. There's like a subplot where like the so the bride has, the like the black kind of smear on her mouth, and as they become like these sort of like Bonnie and Clyde-esque folk heroes, other women start to put the black smear on their mouth and like
Okay.
go do their own crime sprees. And then they've got like all of these like women, and it's sort of like a 1920s version of the pussy hat, they're all like, we're part of the
That's
cause, and they've got the
funny.
black smear. So like that
What
was
is
kind of
the black
cool.
schmear? Did they explain that? Maybe I should wait.
Yes, they said that like when she was reinvigorated, the like gunk that she was aspirating on, she kind of like coughs it up and it stains her face.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but other than that, not a whole lot of like hard science fiction explanation stuff going on here. Although Annette Bening does have some dialogue where she says some things about radiation, and it just, it, I don't know if any of it makes sense. It would be great, Stephanie, to get a scientific point of view on the stuff that was coming out of her mouth in this scene where she's doing the science, but like
Yeah, yeah,
it's like
I wanna
these
see that.
kind of waves and this kind of electricity and this kind of radiation and like whatever it is, and like it would be nice to hear what level of nonsense that really
All
was.
right.
Sounds like nonsense, but
Well, I'm sure it's nonsense, but
yeah. That's one of my favorite parts of sci-fi movies is listening to the nonsense and just being like, that doesn't make any sense.
it's not how any of this works.
Yep.
But I would have to see it to know for sure.
But yeah, this was like a movie that very much did pass the Bechdel test. This was a movie that highlighted, women in STEM and made men, you know, all of their foibles were exposed to varying degrees, and other than Peter Sarsgaard, men didn't really get off the hook. Even Christian
Okay.
Bale, our hero, kind of, did not get to really be heroic or cool or sexy, but we still had to watch him for 2 hours. Like he was basically in every shot. So,
That's funny.
your mileage may vary on like all of that, but it's hard to tell a love story and a Me Too story in the same story. I don't know if we really got it across the
Yeah,
end
that
zone.
sounds like a really tough order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can think of anything that's really successfully done that. Maybe in coming years we'll see that, but I personally can't think of anything that was
Right? Because like
done
it's
well
weird.
that way.
Like if you're telling a love story, then you need to tell the story of like a woman who is willing to put up with a man's bullshit. And if you're telling a story where men are held accountable for their bullshit, then it's those two things are difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of
Yeah.
in opposition. It takes a lot of nuance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean for all of like, once the deed was done and the bride was reinvigorated, like Christian Bale was very respectful of her whole thing, but he did like, you know, lie to her about having been his wife. So
Yeah.
really
Not great. Very overboard.
Problematic.
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
problematic. And yeah, they were like kind of skirting the whole issue of consent. But then I think in the end, like you're meant to know that they could potentially end up together. So,
Hmm.
you know,
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
So,
big question of consent if you're, murdered and then brought back to life and then
yeah, you don't
completely
consent to
misled
that.
about what your previous life was about. That's
yeah.
very complex.
But I do have to say that Jessie Buckley, like, it's absolutely like 100% captivating in this movie. She's doing this thing where she's one character, but then she has kind of like Mary Shelley Tourette's, which is it's so good.
I'm
It's
so
like
curious.
truly so
Okay.
good.
Mary Shelley Tourette's.
Yeah,
Okay.
what?
You have to watch it to even understand. There's no way that I could explain what she's doing. It's like the one like really remarkable thing I think about this movie is the Mary
Okay.
Shelley Tourette's. And everything
Okay.
else was kind of just like, maybe we could have taken another pass.
All right. I am excited. I think I want to see it, even though it's questionable. Yeah.
Yes, I'm glad to hear, and I do want to hear your thoughts
Okay.
when you do see it.
Okay. I might even look into it tomorrow, but because hopefully I'll be done with my work, but we'll see. But yeah, I think I want to like eat popcorn and drink, Coca-Cola and watch this movie. Like that's the kind
Yes,
of
you may
thing.
need
Yeah.
something a little stronger than
All right.
Coca-Cola.
Okay. I'll bring something or something beforehand. Yeah.
You might need a
Okay.
little something. We
All
had,
right.
what did we have? We had a margarita, and then we got drinks when we were at the movie theater. And like, I don't know if I needed more or I needed less.
So, do they have drinks at theaters now in New York?
They don't have like liquor, but they have like a Truly. I think at ours they serve Truly.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Yeah, because I know when I lived in Pittsburgh, they had like full bars, and same in LA. And then
Right? That would be nice for a movie like this, for like
yeah,
something that you're going for the experience.
yeah, yeah. And I think even when I went to see Wuthering Heights in Rochester, they had a full bar. But that was also like in a
Oh.
mall and it wasn't really enclosed, so it could have been kind of like a loophole. So I don't know.
Oh,
Interesting. We'll keep our
cool.
eye on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like it's coming if it's not here already. Yeah. So we do have to talk about other more disastrous things, perhaps.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God, this is
trying.
like the theme of this week is piling on. We're just
Yeah,
piling on
yeah, we're just
this
piling
week.
on.
Let's pile on.
Oh, Timmy Chalamet.
Timothée.
Timmy.
He made some mistakes.
Timmy's had a bad week.
And we haven't even reached Oscars night. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where should we start with this one? Should we start by saying, disclosing that we're all fans of ballet and or opera?
I think that we have to start by disclosing that we are all people who have studied ballet and opera. Like, at points in
Yes,
our lives
yes.
have been on stage doing ballet and opera.
Yeah, I have not done
Yeah.
opera. I have been in an orchestra before, but
I've danced in
that's
operas,
true. Yes, you
so
I
have.
have done
Yeah.
both.
Yes. Yes.
done ballet in the opera.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
sing, but I first sort of got introduced to opera through ballet. But yeah, love both. Was not impressed with Timmy's comments about ballet and opera
Yeah.
being, I
Just
mean, dying arts and this and that.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
what do you think he was trying to achieve with this? 'Cause I feel like he wasn't trying to achieve anything. He was being so just like stupid. Like he wasn't just thinking about what he was saying at all. But
I thought that at first, and
okay.
then I dug a little deeper and discovered that in 2019, at the premiere of his Netflix film, The King, he
Oh
was
yeah.
quoted as saying, like, literally exactly the same thing.
That is so weird
Which
because
means that this
okay.
is a talking point that is, like, in his repertoire that he
that's
thinks is a cool
so
thing to
weird.
say a lot.
Because his sister and mother like both studied at the School of American Ballet, apparently.
Yeah.
So he's he just dismissing his whole family. That's so weird. Like, are they
I
all
think
talk
that
about it? I don't know.
maybe what he's trying to say is that he does not want film as an art form to struggle the way
Yeah,
that
he was probably
ballet
trying
and
to say that.
opera
Yeah,
do. I would love to be giving him the benefit of the doubt here.
I think that's probably what he's trying to say. Like that, people they have a harder time bringing in audiences, perhaps, or younger audiences, which isn't entirely true all the time. And he might have just helped them out a lot, actually,
I
but at
think
least
that he
temporarily.
probably
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
But I think that like also like I have a lot of questions about what is going on with Timothy Chalamet generally because let's set the stage here. I did a little bit of I was like, what is this video of
Yeah, what was
Timothy
that
Chalamet
with
talking
Matthew
to Matthew
McConaughey?
McConaughey? This was a
so was Matthew McConaughey interviewing him? That's
It
the
seems
impression I
that
kind of
way.
got.
sort of. So they were at a CNN Variety joint town hall, quote unquote, town hall at the
Okay.
University of Texas,
That's really
Okay.
fucking
which
weird.
is a Mad Lib that I
Yeah.
absolutely cannot untangle in my
Okay.
brain.
Wow, okay. That's a
So
lot
okay,
to
so
take in.
question. So if this is giving me some ideas. So do you think he was trashing ballet and opera while he was in Texas with noted Texan Matthew McConaughey to look cool to
No, well,
bro Matthew
maybe,
McConaughey? Do you think that's what he
Well,
he
I
kind of
mean,
thought, well, Matthew McConaughey is not a ballet or opera fan, and I'm gonna be a cool dude. Like,
that
it's
he does not
possible,
have a
but
good read on Matthew McConaughey because they also
yeah.
spend a lot of time talking about
I agree.
Interstellar, which is a film that Matthew McConaughey was in but has not seen a lot. and a film which Timothée Chalamet thinks is the greatest thing ever committed to film. So
Okay.
I have so many questions. I think that this was meant to be part of Timmy's Oscar campaign, you know, like if you
Yeah.
get in a room with like universally beloved Hollywood A-lister Matthew McConaughey, generally good things will happen for you in Texas. But
Yeah, he's on his own turf.
yeah, I don't know what the point of this was. I don't know why CNN and Variety are putting on town halls. I don't know in what way it was a town hall. Like, I don't know if there was audience participation.
Very confusing.
I have no idea either.
A
Though
town hall for the Oscar campaign? I'm so
it
confused.
was,
Yeah.
I also saw clips of Matthew McConaughey. First, he didn't seem to react very well to the ballet and opera comment, but
He knew that Timmy
yeah,
fucked up.
he-
His
Yeah,
face was
he
like,
just,
he
his
was like,
face,
"Oh
I was
no."
like,
But then
you're smart, man.
he was talking a lot about AI and like copywriting yourself as an actor at this town hall.
right. Oh,
But
so maybe it was a town hall about that. About,
it's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's also was like an early investor in one of these like vocal AI things. So
oh,
what is it?
interesting.
What are his motives? I don't know
Money.
what. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, money. Yes, I
Money,
guess so.
probably.
Yeah. And I think that this situation obviously has gotten blown kind of way out of proportion. And essentially, I think that Timothée Chalamet's Oscar campaign was kind of hitting the rocks before this happened. And now everyone is just essentially piling on, which, you know,
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was his to lose in the first place, but you know,
yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that honestly, where I think that he started to lose the Oscar race was at the Golden Globes when his partner, Kylie Jenner, was photographed doing the blowjob face and giving two middle fingers at the table. And I was like, well,
really, I didn't know that.
I missed
Probably
that.
not
Okay,
that cute a look.
okay.
I don't
That's
know if
what's
you
up.
can win the Oscar. What do they say in Legally Blonde? He needs a Jackie, not a Marilyn. I feel like this is one
Yeah,
situation in which he
yeah,
needed a Jackie, not a Marilyn.
true.
Probably.
Yeah, he definitely has a Maryland. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Which, you know, we're not here to like be shaming anybody's steez, but I don't think that, I don't know, ever since the Actor Awards, it has seemed that Chalamet has been toppled off of the top spot in the running for the Best Actor Academy Award. And we hope it
yeah,
goes to Michael B. Jordan, but honestly, there were some great performances. And, you know, I mean, Timmy was for
Yeah.
sure one of them. That was a good movie, and it was a wonderful performance. And, you know, was it the strongest of the year? We'll see.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think so. I mean, I guess we could move on to Oscar predictions maybe, but I think before that, I just thought it was so funny how people reacted so strongly
It made me
to
feel good how people came out in
yeah.
favor of ballet and opera.
I did, yeah. I loved that. It was just like there were so
Yeah.
many things to react to, and they were like, you know, and I was very happy about that. People are really coming out in subtle and non-subtle ways. Like the New York Times did a thing about people at ballet and like taking pictures of their, you know, people's outfits at the ballet, New York City Ballet, and then there was some outright petty shit like. Was it the Seattle Opera or something? Put 14% off if you use the code Timothy.
Which,
Yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
saw that.
honestly,
Ticket
Yeah,
discounts.
yeah.
So smart.
I
know.
think that that is great because a big part of this conversation about like getting, you know, asses in seats at an opera or a ballet is that it is cost prohibitive for a lot of people.
It
Any
is.
kind
For
of live
sure.
theater.
Yeah, yeah,
is.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's a lot less accessible. It's it's easy. There's many movie theaters. It's not that easy to get to the theater all the time, depending on where you live, et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah, yeah. Out in the suburbs, it's harder to see a ballet or an opera. So there's the cost of the tickets, and then there's the cost of, traveling to see that for many people. Um, but still, they've been around for hundreds of years. And yeah, Timmy, he hasn't been. So,
No, but
I
I also have
know.
to say, to play devil's advocate a little bit, Gretchen and I were at an opera recently, a new opera, and it was not good.
Indeed. It was
So,
funny. It was funny that that happened right after that. Because I was like, well, I think people care. This I didn't love the most recent opera experience I had. Yeah, correct.
no.
and that's fine. That's part of the art, that's part
Yeah,
of
I
it.
also
Like,
didn't love The Bride. So,
yeah,
Exactly. Exactly.
it's,
Yeah. You have
yeah.
to go see it and experience it and see what's going on in the world and bring it all back home to whatever you do and just remember everyone not to get I feel like I always end up being preachy and I'm sorry, but art is here for us all to empathize with one another and be out of your own head and someone else's. So that's what it's for, I think. And just remember that it can come in many forms. And Timmy needs to remember it can come in many forms, and we're okay with that. Yeah. And we embrace it.
yes.
And yeah, ballet and opera are not yet dead because a lot of people got really pissed off and got all up in arms about what he said. And it was very heartwarming.
Yeah. I also really loved the Doja Cat arc of this whole thing. I don't know if you were
Yes.
following.
Yes,
I was
yes.
just reading about the
Oh my
latest
god.
point in that arc.
Was she
where
saying that she's like, I've actually never been to a ballet or opera? Is that what she said?
She's
Yeah.
like, I've never been to the ballet or the opera. I was just virtue signaling. And then she explains what that means, which I thought honestly was one of the best
Okay.
tweets I read all year. I
Yeah.
was like,
Okay.
thank
Yeah,
you,
she's
Doja
decided to
Cat.
take back her comments or
Why?
whatever because
So
she's
doesn't
never
Because
seem
been to a
they
ballet
were
or
virtue
opera.
signaling and she was piling on in order to get engagement on her socials. And she
okay.
recognized that that was wrong and she wanted to walk it back and get
But do
more
they have the
engagement
same
with her
published or
socials.
something? Like I don't understand
Oh,
why. Yeah.
I maybe. I think she just like she was like I tweeted I clapped back for the wrong reasons and now I want
Okay.
to unclap back
Okay.
for the
All
right
right. All
I'm
reasons.
gonna
right.
unring the bell. Well, I think that we haven't heard a whole lot about her lately, so she was very strategic and, inserting herself
Yeah.
into
That's
Absolutely.
true.
this.
Yeah.
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 She made it on this podcast. So,
Yeah.
good for
I
Yeah.
you, Doja
definitely
Cat.
watched the video she posted about ballet and opera, and I was like, I did not know Doja Cat was a ballet and opera fan. Cool. Like,
Yeah.
And I guess
solid.
she's not
She
really
is now.
now.
Yeah. She wasn't, but she is now. And that's the
Yeah.
magic of Timothy
That's
Chalamet.
the magic of bringing us all together. Um, Thank you, Timmy,
So,
for
do you
that.
guys think he auditioned for Billy Elliot or something and got, rejected? Do you think like there seems to be something
No.
weird going on there,
I think
like
he's mad
he's
that
bitter.
he had to go to all of his sister's dance classes.
Yeah, I think that's closer to the thing. I think that he and
And he had to
Pauline,
watch all of it and he hated it. Yeah.
yeah, I think that there's some family dynamics
He
going on
probably
there, and
had to
that's
be in the
okay.
Nutcracker every year, like our brothers.
Yeah,
Or our
Or
brother.
he
he at least had to
didn't
go.
He had to go watch it and he was like, I hate this.
and he fell asleep at every performance like
And
our brother
so
before he was in it.
if he doesn't care, then no one cares. But that's not how it works to me. But yeah. Um yeah, no, I think it's more like he didn't want to go to ballet class and pick up his
Yeah,
sister. Yeah.
I think you're right, but that's it's this is the first like, and this is a very small scandal, but this is the first scandal of these Oscars, so at least we got one.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Yeah.
the biggest one, and we're in a pretty non-scandalous year. But what are you guys thinking about? So, do you want to move into predictions?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
related to this, but like moving into predictions. So I think Oscar voting closed March 5th,
Yes.
and
Okay.
right now it's March 12th. So do we even think that the scandal got,
Oh,
enough traction
Oh,
to really
yes.
impact
Let me I
oh.
his
did
chances.
I did the reporting on this. So,
Okay.
the CNN Variety Town Hall at the University of Texas took place on February 21st.
Okay.
Oscar
Okay.
voting ran from February 26th to March 5th. So, really, right in the crux of the Chalamet scandal was when everybody was casting their votes.
But why am I only hearing about it now? Is that just because I'm behind?
I think it's because you're behind. I think that I'm sorry to,
That's fine. I know I'm behind.
I think that
Yeah.
this flame was burning brightest kind of like at the end of last week.
Okay,
Okay.
that's what I thought because I heard about it last week.
No, I mean, it was like
Excuse
last week,
me.
not like today that I heard about it, but I thought it was, oh, I guess that was a week ago. That was March 5th. So, like, yeah, it was right in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Okay.
so kind of
Okay.
like
And
right as Oscar voting was happening is when this story was
this
breaking.
kind of like exploded. Okay. And then I feel like it really exploded on my personal, like my socials over the weekend, but that could also just be because I follow a lot of ballet dancers and they were just piling. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that
Like, I'm not sure.
the pile on has and also like
That's been
now
a little more recent.
I'm seeing that like now people are starting to have like interesting good conversations about this kind of stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
people from opera companies are coming out to say like, yeah, this art form is, kind of limping along. Like what could we do to help it? Like, ballet dancers are struggling, like. So
Yeah.
it's not completely without merit to have started this conversation.
No,
So
I agree. There's definitely a conversation to be had about it, what he said, and I'm glad it's kind of, it's out there now.
but the way
Yeah.
that he said it was flippant and rude.
Yeah.
It
He was
very
just
much
flippant. He just
was.
kind of sounded like a spoiled little teenager.
He
But
did. He sounded like a brat.
yeah.
And what is he, like 30 now? Like he
Yeah.
needs to move on. It's not call me by your name era. Like
It was
you're an
cute
adult
then.
now.
It's not cute anymore. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But he's got to get it together. We know him to be kind of like an emotional being. So like he
Really?
needs to really take that beta blocker and he needs to nail this red carpet. Otherwise, who knows what could happen.
I think he probably lost Marty Supreme all Oscars. Because if people were that upset about it, um, maybe film people share his sentiments and don't care that much, but I
Yeah, you
can't
have to remember
see.
though that like many of the Academy voters
Yeah, they're
are
not
old.
actors. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So they probably really do appreciate opera
Yeah.
and ballet and, just the arts generally, we
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah. And a lot of people, when starting out as actors or in certain roles, do need to take dance lessons to become aware of their bodies and stuff and like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do we want to do predictions? Do you want to do like actors and best picture and
Let's
best
do,
screenplay?
yeah, we're going to we're going to give you our hands down predictions, our like official prognostications about what we predict will win the above the line awards. Um,
Okay.
because I think honestly the below the line awards are kind of more obvious. But these acting awards and these, film awards are a toss up. So let's start
Mm.
with actor in a leading role. I'll just remind everybody of the nominees. We have Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent.
Right.
All right.
Um,
And
m-
in true Sofalite style, I feel like we should go completely on vibes.
Michael B.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan. I would say
Same.
it's Michael B. Jordan. If it's not, Ethan Hawke might come in and be like the dark horse. I don't think it's me, Leonardo DiCaprio. They're giving him too much. The only other people that might win would be Ethan Hawke or Wagner Moura. But Michael B. Jordan, I think.
I think it's Michael B. Jordan. I think
I
that
think so too.
this is his year. I'm sorry, Leo. It was a
He's
great
already gotten a
performance.
couple. It's fine,
I think
Yeah.
he's been nominated several times, but he has won once.
Okay, okay. For some reason, I
Um,
always thought he had two. But,
I
okay,
think,
so
yeah.
vibe,
Michael B.
that seems great.
Jordan wins for vibes
All
and
right.
twice the work as a
I,
twin.
I
The
think
vibes are
Listeners.
great.
I think the supporting role actor is a little bit harder.
Okay, so
So,
let's go to actor in a supporting role.
Okay.
Again, we have Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. This one is a toss-up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone did send me a clip that was without context from One Battle After Another
Of who?
of Sean Penn, and I
Oh,
laughed
God.
really hard. It was
He
so
okay,
funny.
he is so creepy. Like he's
Yeah.
good in that movie, but like his character's such a creep. Like
Oh my
it's
God,
hard
such a
for me
creep.
to like
Yeah.
tease those two things apart. I'm just like, ugh, like gross.
Yeah.
Like he's haunted that character has like haunted my thoughts like on and off since so I'm like, does that mean he should win or he shouldn't? I don't know.
Probably means he should. I'm going to say, I think Timothy might have won this one for Jacob Elordi, too. Because I think that
That is a hot take.
Wait, why?
Because I think people are like, well, if we're going to vote for someone young, it's going to be Jacob Elordi in this case. But,
Whoa.
yeah. But
Gretchen.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Because he's like such the reader and like, I don't know. If people actually pay attention to it, they might. But that's a hot take. Yeah.
That is a hot take.
That's a hot take, but
Yeah.
I could see
I will-
it and I wouldn't be mad about it.
I'll take that take because I think that Frankenstein is probably the most widely viewed,
Yeah.
other than One Battle After
Probably,
Another.
yeah.
But I think that with the two nominations in One Battle After Another, you split the votes because
Probably,
they're both
yeah.
really strong performances.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that Delroy Lindo is an incredibly strong performance
Yeah.
in Sinners, but I think that in a movie that is such a strong ensemble, that's hard to stand out
Yeah.
a little
And
bit.
I think you're
also
right,
think
yeah.
that people are going to try to spread out their votes around for
Yes.
Sinners. And I think they're going to let this one go. So I think it's really
I
going to be
think you're
between
right.
Stellan Skarsgård and Jacob Elordi. That's
Now,
what
I think that the reason that Stellan Skarsgård was nominated in this category is a little bit of like kind of like Golden Globes style category fraud because he really is the leading actor in this movie. So, but I know that
That makes me
when
think
they
he
do that, they do it in order to try to like get the win. Because he's doing more acting than a supporting actor is doing. So my gut was with Stellan Skarsgård, but I like your Jacob Elordi theory, and I would I love a fucking out of pocket Academy Award win.
I think this is
would
going to be the
be-
out of pocket one because everyone else is going to go in line. I feel like this would be the out-of-pocket,
Absolutely.
Yeah, this could really
This is gonna
this
be
could-
like
yeah.
like that time that Juicy J won for Hard Out Here for a Pimp. This is absolutely
We'll see. It's either going to be Stellan Skarsgård or Jacob Elordi. So we'll see. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
okay.
what
but
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see that
Official-
movie with Stellan Skarsgård.
My official
but
prediction, I will go in for Jacob Elordi because I did the hot take. So I will say
You know
that.
what? Official
I'm gonna
Sofalite
join
take,
you.
Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein.
Jacob Elordi. Thanks, Timmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, actress in a leading role. This one's
Give me
easy.
Jessie Buckley. Yeah.
Jessie Buckley for Hamnet.
Yeah.
Also nominated were Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, Renata Rensby for Sentimental Value, and Emma Stone for Begonia. Thanks for playing, ladies, but I think it goes to Jessie Buckley.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so too.
Supporting role is a little bit of a toss-up as well. Yeah.
This one's
Who's
a weird
there?
one. So we
Remind
have
me.
Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Inga Ibsdottir Lilias for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wunmi Masagu for Sinners, and Tiana Taylor for One Battle After Another. Now, early in the season, we thought that Tiana Taylor had this in the bag. How do we feel now?
It's hard to say. I mean, she was really good in that. Yeah, it's hard to say. I didn't see Elle Fanning's performance, so yeah, I'm not entirely sure here.
I think again the sentimental value gals are gonna split the vote. They were
Yeah.
two incredibly strong performances, especially Inga Ibstadter Lilius. She probably for my money she gets the like doing the most with the least award. Just
Okay.
like in a lot of these
Yeah.
scenes she had no dialogue and it was just her face just like being so
Wow.
so vibrant. And Elle Fanning also put in a really excellent performance. I think that probably Amy Madigan can be counted out. um, and I think also Elle Fanning can probably be counted out. It was, of those two performances, it was the less strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of these are really interesting because Momi Masako and Tiana Taylor both did not get a lot of screen time but had very impactful
Hmm.
performances.
Yeah.
Very impactful. Yeah,
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
My gut still kind of is with Tiana Taylor. What do you think?
Mine is too. I feel like she has a lot of traction right now. She's very visible right now. And
She
if
is
people,
very visible.
yeah,
Yeah.
people are trying to remember who they saw. I feel like she's going to be in their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
but also Sinners has a lot of momentum right now. So
True. Yeah. So I
I
think
think it could go either way.
I do think though if they're not, I mean this is just a guess. Obviously it can go many different ways, but if they're not giving the actor awards to anyone else from one battle after another, they might give some kind of consolation prize to this film. Not that she deserves a consolation prize, but I feel like they might, if I being someone who's always like, oh, how fair is all of this? Like I would probably be like, I'm gonna distribute these amongst films, but that's just me.
I think
So
you might be right. That might be the thinking. I don't know. My gut says Tiana Taylor.
I think that's accurate. I think I'm gonna go
Official
with that.
Sofalite
Yeah.
prediction,
Yeah.
Tiana Taylor.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's scoot down to the directing award. Nominated here are Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I really want this to go to Ryan Coogler.
Me too.
Yeah. I feel like it's between Ryan Coogler and Chloe Zhao, personally. I mean, PTA could take it, but that would be a very non-politically correct move right now. So I don't feel like if people are actually trying to be not so white men focused in the directing world, they won't pick him. But
I don't know if people care about
well,
that
I
who
know,
are
that's
in the
the thing.
academy.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing is because
unfortunately.
like whenever I think they're gonna go for something that's like a little bit more of the moment and like less traditional or like less old white man type choices, they do the old white man type choices. So I don't know. Not that Paul Thomas
Yeah.
Anderson is old. I'm sorry, but that's just
He's a little old.
I don't know how old he is.
I don't know how old he is either. I think that he's like squarely a Gen X.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. Old enough.
I mean, old in my mind is like 90. So
Oh, so no, he's not
It's not quite there.
not
Yeah.
quite that old. But yeah, I think I would love to see this go to Ryan Coogler, but for some reason I think that my gut is saying that One Battle After Another may get director and picture.
interesting.
Really?
Okay.
Because I feel like Sinners might get Best Picture, but I feel like people are gonna split their votes. They'll be
They're
like,
gonna
okay,
split
I'll
their
give
vote. That's what I think,
Sinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give Sinners one, and then I'll
Oh.
give One Battle the other.
That would be really interesting. Generally, they're
They're
not
matched,
split.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
generally director
Really?
and Best Picture are
Yeah.
the same.
But
Not
it's-
always.
It feels so close this year, but I mean, there's close many years, and people just go, all
Yeah.
in one way. But
But yeah, I think that
Yeah.
we're pinging that those are the two front runners, it's probably going to be
I think
one of
so.
those two.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess we could move on to Best Picture. So, yeah, we have Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Thank you.
Can I go ahead and say
Train
not
Dreams.
Thank you for
F1?
playing Train Dreams and F1.
I
Thanks for
really
being here.
liked both of those movies.
But
they're
Best
not gonna
Picture
win.
lights?
Yeah.
Or yeah,
No,
okay.
F1 will get Best Sound or Best Editing or something.
Yeah,
It will
I mean,
get
the
best
sound was
sound
good.
editing.
Yeah.
It may be on the board for cinematography. Honestly, I think you could make a really strong case for Train Dreams for cinematography. It is beautiful.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't see it,
same
so
thing
I will
for-
take your word for it.
Same thing for Hamnet. Very beautiful. Very similar.
Yeah.
Kind of, Chloe Zhao loves a vista.
Natural light. Yeah. She's all about
Loves
natural
nature.
light. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of Best Picture, I think it's One Battle After Another versus Sinners, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Probably. I think Sinners is so interesting too. Excuse me. Because it came out of the gate so strong early last year, and I feel like people are still talking about it. Some people are just seeing it for the first time and they're like, wow, like I thought this would be overhyped, but I think it was actually kind of underhyped. So like, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. Like I want to see it win so much, but I forget what my point was there.
It did.
I just like
I
that movie.
agree.
Yeah, I mean, when it came out, I was living in LA, and it definitely made an impact in the sense that everyone was going to see Sinners. Like, it was, and I was like, what is this movie? I didn't understand it all, but I think that if the Academy is also trying to think about getting people to the theater, this is like a movie that people saw in the theaters.
Well, that's a really good
So,
point. I even saw it in the theater.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
would be a good one to reward for that.
Yeah, that's a really good point because I think it really got people into theaters last year.
It
Yeah.
did, and it
One battle after
honestly-
the other, or after another. That was on HBO. I watched it at home.
Yeah.
You know,
I watched
like,
it at home too.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but Sinners was one of those movies that like I was truly delighted by watching this movie, and as soon as it was over, I wanted to watch it again. And
I know.
I
Yeah.
didn't have that experience with any of these other movies.
Me either. Not even close. Like it's
will-
been years since I felt that way about
I will probably
a movie.
not ever watch any of these other movies again, except for maybe Sentimental Value because it was very beautiful. And maybe Begonia because it was delighting, but like it didn't have like it wasn't as much fun.
It wasn't as much
see
fun.
It. I still haven't watched it. That's one on my list.
It's
so,
on
yeah.
Peacock, I think.
Okay, I think I got rid of Peacock, but maybe I'll hit you up later.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you want to watch it, I will watch it again.
Okay.
I really though like I can't wait to watch Sinners again. I probably will rewatch it
Yeah.
many times in my life.
It is a
Yeah.
really good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I was excited.
Agreed.
I was like, when there's a really good movie, I think about, oh, well, my mom like it, and when I don't, because I live above my mom, and when it's not good, I don't consider it. But then I have to consider all the things that happen in it, and I don't think my mom would be. I think she'd like the idea of this movie. I think we talked about this when I was visiting Stephanie. I think she'd like the idea of this movie. I'm not sure she'd like all the gore and like sex and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty gory.
yeah,
There's a lot of oral sex.
yes.
I'm
And probably
blanking
you wouldn't
on
want to
that
watch
part.
it with your mom,
I
but
don't
like
want to watch it with my mom. Yeah.
yeah. She might
She
enjoy it on her own.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good point. If she watches it on her own, she might really enjoy it then.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
just so weird because she was such a big fan of what was that vampire show?
True Blood.
Interview with the Vampire.
True Blood. She
Oh.
loved True Blood, but
Well, then
Love
she'll
True
probably
Blood.
love this.
I know, but she just ignored. And then I would be like, I can't watch this with my mom, and like Stephanie and my brother would be like just sitting there watching it with my mom. Like I'm leaving the room. And I was like in high school, and I would watch True Blood. I never watched True Blood.
I remember that.
I
Like,
didn't watch it because of this.
I was watching True
Yeah.
Blood, and she would just like be like sort of like she would either like come sit down and like some like maybe it's because I didn't try to get her into it. She got into it because it would just be on. It was back when you had to get like DVDs from Netflix.
Oh my God.
And yeah,
I've never watched it. I'm like, I'm not watching this with my parents or my mom.
yeah,
So
and like I saw the first few episodes and I was like, I would never watch this with my parents, but then she just like would sit down and watch it and got really
and then her little brother started watching it too.
And then like I didn't
that
like
was the
not
most
watch it because I'd have to send the
experience.
DVDs back.
Oh my God.
That was like,
the whole thing.
The only thing that was unhinged that we would watch, because otherwise my mom's like, I'm not watching this about anything with like sex.
Oh my God.
Or yeah,
True
but like
Blood.
but True Blood, this like most sex and most
The show
gore.
that introduced America to the Merkin.
Yeah,
This is what your mom wanted to watch with you.
it's so weird, and I thought you guys were so weird. I would leave. I'd never watched True Blood because I refused to watch it with my mom.
Like, this is so weird. Like, why are we all watching this together? But like,
I'm glad someone was
sucked
identifying that it was weird.
I couldn't look away. Like, I was just like, we're all in our own bubbles.
And they all like loved it together, and they were like, yes, True Blood.
You're making us sound really weird,
No,
Gretchen.
Like,
I mean,
that
no,
was the
it's a
only
great
weird
show.
thing. That was the only weird thing that happened. Like everything else was very like not weird in that house, but it was a bizarre occurrence.
Everybody has that show. I watched the first season of Game of Thrones with my dad, so
Yeah,
That is a very intense one to watch
Yeah.
with a parent,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
yeah, no, it's just sometimes you just have to just I don't know.
Compartmentalize.
Like get a little bit British and just pretend that nothing is weird.
Something
Yeah.
that was weird. That's what I would do. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think I started to watch Game of Thrones with my mom, and I was like, I think I'm done doing.
she
Like,
already did that once.
I was
in
like,
the
I already
show.
did that once. I think like
Yeah.
we're not gonna do this one again. But yeah.
Anyways, probably won't try to watch my mom watch theirs with my mom, but I might tell her to watch it on her own.
I think she should. I think everyone should. The only other awards that we probably want to predict are the writing awards.
Yes. Yeah.
For adapted screenplay, there is Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. This is one where I think that Hamnet might be
That seems to me.
in the
Yeah.
running.
I think so too. If they're not going to give it anything else besides Best Actress, I think it might go here.
Yeah.
It would be really lovely. I think that this is my favorite kind of adaptation where like it's not a particularly faithful adaptation, but the vibes are spot on. So
And I think did the author co-write it with Chloe Zhao?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's nice.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really loved it. I loved the book. I loved the movie. I sobbed the whole time.
Oh my god.
It was a lovely, lovely experience. I did agree with Sir Ian McKellen's assessment a little bit, where I was like, it is strange that if she's married to William Shakespeare, she appears never to have seen a play. But
Yeah.
other than that, I found it completely charming.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot of like
Cool.
witch stuff in it, and the witchcraft is
Ooh,
really good.
Fun.
So
Okay.
All right. So we're thinking. I think that's a good official take that Chloe Zhao.
yeah.
Original screenplay. Oh, I was thinking about them. You should read them off. I was just thinking about them in my head.
Yeah, I can read that. So Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. This is one where I think Sinners really deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
Yeah.
I mean, the screenplay is great. Has all of it's like the complete opposite of The Bride, where it takes all of the like horror tropes that you love and it gives them to you in a fresh and exciting and refreshing way. But also it's like you feel, oriented enough and disoriented enough and excited, and it has that like page turner sort of quality to it. You can't wait to find out what happens next.
Yeah.
I didn't see It Was Just an Accident. Blue Moon is an incredible screenplay. It's written
I was gonna say I think Blue Moon might take it if Sinners is everything else.
It's written sort of like a play,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
So
one
like
room.
it
Yeah.
it takes place all in one room, and there are a lot of things going on with the music being played in the background that are like very much germane to the story being told with the dialogue, which is really cool. So it is a really, really interesting, cool screenplay.
Yeah. I think, and then also I feel like it's kind of like a classic Oscars pick, maybe. I don't know, but
It's very
yeah,
Oscar-y.
yeah. So I feel like that might happen if but I think, yeah, Sinners is also up there for sure.
Yeah. And Sentimental Value actually was like a very, very good screenplay. I thought about it a lot after I saw the movie, and if anything, I feel like I have to take it out of the running because there's a lot of voiceover, and I just think that that's
Mm.
lazy screenwriting.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It is, yeah. Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
like in an original screenplay where like you don't have to do any extra explaining of
Yeah.
anything, like yeah, just don't do
Yeah.
it. Don't do it in English, don't do it in Norwegian, just don't do it.
All right, so what's our official take, you think?
I feel like officially I want to go with Sinners. I think Blue
Yeah.
Moon is too small a movie. I don't think enough people saw it.
I
Although
didn't see
people
it.
love Ethan Hawke, he's a big deal, and he's, very much a part of that community, but I still think that we're looking at Sinners.
Yeah, and I feel like Ethan Hawke is a charismatic, man about town or whatever, but I agree that no one probably saw it, so not no one, but not enough people, so
Yeah.
yeah. But, okay, so Sinners sweep, we're thinking, for the big ones.
I mean, we're hoping.
Yeah.
We're hoping.
Manifesting
Yeah.
a
Look,
Sinners
yeah,
sweep.
we're gonna
Love to see that.
Yeah, but all right. So Oscars are Sunday. It's now Thursday, so we'll have a couple days to wait, and we'll find out.
Just a couple of days to wait, but the official picks are in. We can't wait to see this red carpet.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what Tiana Taylor is gonna wear. Can't wait to see what Jacob Elordi is gonna wear.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll
Can't wait to see who Timothée Chalamet is gonna bring.
Not Kylie Jenner.
I think that at this point, like he's got to bring his mom or nobody.
That's true. I feel like
his ballet retired.
If I were
ballet
his
dancer
crisis
mom.
PR person, actually, I would
say
send
bring my
Pauline.
mom.
I would
Yeah,
send
his
Pauline
sister.
in a tutu. Just to
Totally.
remind everybody of
That-
what we're doing here.
That he's just mad about having to wait after school. But yeah, Kylie Jenner, you might get cut off at the Golden Globes. Not sure you can go to the Oscars.
Yeah.
I read that this is a little unrelated, but I read that Misty Copeland will be performing at the
Yeah.
Oscars and
They
some
like
Sinners.
pulled that out of nowhere,
I
2
love
days
it.
later. I know.
She just had a hip replacement, so I'm like, damn, like, yeah. Like, she's gonna be performing, she's gonna be
She's a
doing
tough lady.
ballet.
Yeah.
Yeah, while he's in the audience just watching. I'm excited
Oh my
for
God.
that.
They're gonna be
And it's
so
gonna be
ready.
like
His face.
his face in the corner. the
Literally,
entire
that's the
time.
first thing that they're gonna do is be like this face on Timothée Chalamet, and he's just gonna be
Oh my
like
God.
clapping before anything happens. He's gonna be
Can't even wait.
He
he's,
better smile.
I feel like he's the kid at school who like really wants to be favored, but then is kind of like a brat, and he wants to be.
He's
like-
the Draco Malfoy of Hollywood.
Little bit.
Yeah, he just wants to be loved by this community, and then he just can't help like being a little bit of a brat.
Yeah, he is. He just is acting like a little shit most of the time, and that's okay. He's only 30 years old.
I mean, you probably, yeah. I mean, is he frozen as a 19-year-old? Maybe because of his fame. I don't know.
Could be. It could be a little bit of arrested development, but you know what? He's got time. He can mature. He can be one of the greats. He just, I mean, that may not really translate into Academy Awards. Like look at DiCaprio. Obviously one of the greats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not so many of the
maybe
Oscars.
He'll have to do theater one day and do
Well,
his
he
pen-
thinks
maybe-
he's Marlon Brando, so
Stop it. you
there's
guys.
that.
He might
Oh my god.
do theater to do penance for this, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yes. Not
Well,
that
he's
theater
from
is a
New
penance.
York,
Theater is
so-
a
No,
privilege.
no. Yeah, it's not a penance at all for anyone else, but I'm just saying, like, he might not want to do it.
He might have to do something like truly awful at the theater. Like, what would he be doing that like would be something that he would hate?
Oh, I don't know.
Chicago.
I once saw
He would have to be doing Chicago with Whitney
with Whitney
8 shows a week.
I
Oh
wouldn't
my
hate it.
God.
I like Chicago, but I
don't think he'd
honestly,
love it.
hate it.
That is the absolute like most thankless role, is being the
Billy Flynn.
Billy Flynn,
Yeah.
the tap dancing attorney.
You have to learn how to tap dance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while your soul just dies. I think that's the perfect punishment for
Can you
Timmy.
imagine Kylie Jenner in the audience just watching this like 8 nights
Being
a
like,
week?
what is this?
Just there like 7 days a week watching.
Yeah, it would be penance for both of them, honestly.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
They might need to do some penance. Anyways, all right.
Chicago.
Let's wrap this up.
All right, we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
joining us. It's been a pleasure. We can't wait to watch the Oscars. We're gonna watch it,
Yes.
cocktails in hand, on Sunday night. We hope you do too. Maybe we will live something it. I was gonna say live tweet, but we
I
don't
know.
tweet. But maybe we'll give you our thoughts in some kind of live way.
Yeah.
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 We'll figure that out. Yeah. I'll think about that.
And yeah, we'll definitely be mixing up some cocktails. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay